and welcome to Big Bore Knife and Gear. Today we've got a CRKT on the table. This is the Trask. This is one of the newest iterations with the Deadbolt lock system. So let's just jump right into this guy. This one is on loan to me from my buddy Rusty. This is an Eric Ox design. Really, aesthetically, love this knife. Good looking knife. Love that sheep's foot blade shape. Very interesting offering from CRKT. Oop, failed it. Ergo's pretty decent. Feels good in my hands. I do have extra large size hands. The addition of the finger choil here is fantastic on this. Really allows me to choke up and get a really good purchase. Yeah, interesting design. This is a right hand tip up only carry. Let's go over some scales, shall we? Scales on this one are designed to look like carbon fiber. These are in fact FRN or GRN, whatever you want to call it, so glass reinforced nylon. They feel pretty good in hand. Does have some texture to it. This guy's a little chunker. Handle width on this is about 0.58 inches, so just shy of 0.6 of an inch. Pocket clip. Deep carry style, but you are still going to have, roughly that much of the knife sticking out. In and out of pocket, very easy. Snappy action. Yeah. Anyhow, let's get into this. Let's get some sizes, shall we? We've got an overall length on this guy of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 3/4 inches. We've got 1, 2, 3, just shy of 3.5 inches of blade length with about 2 3/4 inches of cutting edge. Again, that blade style, the sheep's foot style, is just gorgeous. Looks good. It cut very well. We've got about 130 thousandths blade stock here. They did a pretty decent grind. Comes down to about 20 to 22 thousandths behind the edge. Just cut myself. Blade steel on this is D2. This is running on the IKBS bearing system. Billboarding, as you can see, name of the knife, Trask, Eric Ox, designer. This guy is retailing for about $100, and let me tell you, for that $100, I'll say this nicely, don't waste your money. CRKT, I don't know what the hell you've been doing lately, and I'm trying not to knock you too much, but your quality control is just horrible. Centering favors the clip side to the point where it almost hits the liner. The pivot is completely tight. We do have some blade play. Action on it isn't horrible, but that's only because the detent system on this, if you can see that little screw right there, is adjustable. And in order for it to deploy and somewhat close, you have to loosen the detent so much that the knife, try not to hit the camera, but the knife will basically, with very little effort, come out of the handle. If I was to tighten this up, in fact, let's just do that right now. No more shake free. Super stiff to get it to disengage, and then, yeah, forget about it. It becomes a two-hand knife to close it. You can barely spider flick it out. You can thumb roll it. So in order to get that somewhat good action, the knife is now basically almost detentless. And I'm telling you, that's just a tiny little turn. So for $100, I do not think this is worth it. And I get it. You've now got 3 hands in the cookie jar on this one, right? You've got the manufacturer wanting their cut, which is Crkt. You've got the designer of the Deadbolt lock system. He's going to get his cut. You've got the designer of the knife, Eric Ox, obviously getting his portion of this. And because it's in the upgraded D2 steel, they're charging $100 for this. Yeah. Aesthetically, it's very pleasing. I love the fact that they put this blue ring around the Deadbolt system here. Matches with that blue GRN backspacer. Stainless steel liners, which are skeletonized. Stainless steel pocket clip. If this knife was around the $50, $60 range and the quality control issues were addressed, this would be a winner at that price point. If you guys don't know, the Deadbolt lock system, super unique, really cool. If you can see here, this bar, we'll disengage it, is a metal bar, and on each end there's a tab. The upper tab, I believe, is longer. The lower tab is shorter. The upper tab, when engaged, goes through the liner, through the blade, and through the other liner. The smaller tab goes through the liner and just through the blade, but not through the other liner, and it's a good lockup as far as the lock goes. Superb design, but blade play on this is just horribly bad. It's a shame. I've seen several reviews of this knife, and the ones that I've seen, one of them did come with a centering issue but no blade play, and they functioned pretty decent as soon as you adjusted the detent. This one, however, is just not good at all in any way, shape, or form. In fact, this is tightened down all the way, and let me get the right pivot size here. Rusty, pretty sure this one's going to end up going back, and you're either going to get a refund or get a new knife. It is fully adjusted, however, as you can see here, I'm pretty sure the threads where it threads into this part are just stripped. It does come loose, and it will go all the way back in. It just doesn't stop turning. It just sits there and spins. So there's that. Blade play, no locked up solid. And the fact that you have to tune the detent so far down that, and that's fairly tight right now. You can tune this down even more, and the blade literally will just, by bumping it, fall out, which isn't very safe. So yeah, I didn't want to harp too much on it, but man, I just can't not do it. Design wise, again, fantastic. I absolutely love the looks of this knife. It feels great in hand, very comfortable, other than the pocket clip right here for my size hands does dig in a little bit. Other than that, man, it's a beauty. Love the design, love the looks. The lock system is pretty badass, but it's just another horrible quality control job on this particular knife. This exact one in my hand, I should say, from Crkt. Man, what a shame. Anyhow, that's all I have for today, folks. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment because I love the feedback. And until next time, take care.